I told you this doesn't happen in a vacuum. I told you. Gerard was just the tip of the iceberg. Let me tell you, whenever it comes to money, as my mom used to say, right? Whenever it comes to money and money's involved, think the worst and you'll probably be right. And that's always the case in these, type of things where you have scandals like this. Now we have a new one, and believe it or not, it's actually worse than Gerard. Worse, by the numbers, by what's going on. But let me say this, guys. $2 million, 42% in fees. Part of those fees, guess what? They're commissions. Commissions on charity. Oh, man, isn't that great? Isn't that great? Like, if you want to go straight to hell, right? You don't want to wait in line. You take charity money as commission. Jesus Christ. And, of course, these guys are going to say that they didn't know. They didn't know what was going on. They just wanted to help. That's always the line, right? But they don't return checks once they get them, right? They cash those checks. Now, regardless, guys, let me say this. Nothing that you're going to hear, as far as I know, as scummy as it might sound, as, bottom of the barrel, crappy things to do in life as it sounds, none of it is illegal, right? And I'm going to, link the article down below, but I kind of want to get you the cliff notes here so you can get the gusto of what's being said here. Now, Jacob Wolf first reported on this, and these entities went as far as to change their name and, of course, threaten the guy because that's what, these type of people do. And now these are Twitch influencers. There's 37 of them. Pat Contry, you may want to check to see if these are your friends. In case you want to talk about this, I don't want you to get your feelings hurt and get affected, so you're not going to be able to talk, and maybe you just make a post on this shit. Oh, guys, it's okay to like Pat Contry, and it's okay to listen to these. It's not a problem, right? This with Pat is just personal. I just think he's garbage, that's all. I like Ian, right? I'm an Ian guy. And as far as Pat, he's a shelf collector, just like Ian said. Now, getting back to this story here, let me read a little bit to you about this article that this company is wanting to be silenced now for a while. 5 of Twitch most watched men are sitting in front of a long table inside a living room of an Austin, Texas home. Now listen to that. They're sitting inside of a Texas Austin home. What's the overhead on that? What kind of fees are we talking about to sit in your house and simply just talk shit? That's what you're doing. You're in your house. You're streaming just like you always do. You're not doing anything different. But there's fees involved with this shit, right? And in this case, this article is referencing Asmongold, Miskiff, S-Van, NMP, and Rich Campbell. That's who they're talking about as involved with this, right? And there are thousands and thousands of viewers watching, right? And by the end of the 8.5 hours, these 5 men had raised $600,000. That's a familiar figure, right? For Gamers for Love, a Washington state-based charity focused on video game distraction therapy for terminally ill children. That's right. Before 2020, the charity had never raised more than $50,000 in a single year, according to tax records. But then those 5 members of OTK led more than 37 other influencers, right? So it's over 37 besides these guys that started it. And in the next 2 years, they raised nearly $2 million in donations, right? And how does this happen, right? How do we get here? Like I said, all this is legal. It might be unsavory. It might be, one of those things where you just look at it and you just shake your head and you can't believe people do this kind of shit. But, it is what it is, right? Gamers of Love started on the rise, and, it was anything but organic when this happened. Behind the scenes, an Atlanta-based marketing company called Softgiving played the middleman between the charity and the who's who of Twitch and YouTube, the likes of OTK, Ludwig, Adgren, A-Drive, Just a Minx, and other influencers, both big and small, and Games for Love wasn't the only beneficiary. Oh. Imagine that. A middleman. You know, whenever there's a middleman, you already know. So there's 37 others, right? I wonder if any of these 37 are going to be the scumbag sellers of the week. Guys, this never ends. Like I told you, this never happens in a vacuum, right? These influencers, these YouTubers, they run around in circles and they share this stuff. Now, they're claiming that they didn't know, that they didn't read the contracts and whatever. But come on. You know, nobody believes these guys. You know, even if their tongues were notarized, I would not believe any of these sons of bitches, especially with the amount of money we're talking about. 42% of expenses on $2 million. That's almost $1 million, guys. You know, and of course, the middleman takes most of that, you know, with these fees and what have you. And when you break down those fees, you know, in these guys' situations, everybody along the line is taking a cut. You know, it could be something as simple as security. Well, who's security? Oh, it's my cousin over there. Or I do my own security. Just pay me, you know. And then I need the appearance fee, of course. Here you're getting kickbacks. You're basically getting commissions. You're getting commissions on donations. I'm telling you, you just go straight to hell with this stuff. But this is the world that we live in, right? These people never cease to disappoint you. And let me tell you, all these guys knew. All these convention pimps, all these streamers, all these people that run around in circles that are pretending they didn't know jack squat about anything, they know. And, you know, asses are going to start getting covered left and right. But if you took a commission, man, you're just a piece of shit human being. You really are. And you're talking about terminally ill children. Terminally ill children, you pieces of garbage. That's who you were taking money away from. Whether it's the middleman, whether it's YouTubers, I don't know how the hell you get up in the morning, you know, doing that to children, to the most vulnerable. And not only children, terminally ill children. It is freaking disgusting. Every one of these single sons of bitches should be held accountable for this crap. And don't give them any passes. I didn't read the contract. I didn't know what I was doing. This is a win-win for them. They get viewers. They get subscriptions. They get good guy brownie points. They get social justice points. Whatever the kind of points they're talking about, they get them. And on top of that, they got a commission. Jesus Christ. Do not ever support any of these bastards. There's 37 of them, plus these 4 guys. And they, you know, as far as I'm concerned, they can all go straight to hell.